My mom compared me to my sister again, and I finally said what I really think. I didn't plan to start a fight. I didn't plan to make my mom cry, but when she compared me to my sister for the 100th time at my own birthday dinner, something in me finally snapped, and once I started talking, years of silence came pouring out. My sister has always been the easy child. Straight A's, perfect smile, always polite. I always knew exactly what to say to make adults adore her. I was the messy one, the emotional one, the one who asked too many questions, and never quite fit into the neat little box my mom wanted. Growing up, comparisons were constant. If your sister can do it, why can't you? Why don't you try harder like she does? Your sister never gives me this kind of trouble. At first, I thought that was just how parenting worked, that it was normal. It wasn't until college that I realized most people didn't grow up feeling like a permanent runner-up. The thing is, I didn't turn out badly. I worked through school, paid my own bills, built a career from scratch, learned how to stand on my own 2 feet without asking anyone for help. But in my mom's eyes, I was still behind because my sister bought a house first, because my sister got married first, because my sister had a baby first. Every milestone in my life somehow became a comparison point. When I got my promotion, my mom said, "That's great, your sister got promoted last year too." When I moved into my apartment, she said, "Your sister's neighborhood is really nice." When I told her I was happy, she said, "I just want you to have what your sister has." I don't think she ever realized how much those words hurt. Or maybe she did and thought they were motivating. Last week was my birthday. Nothing big, just dinner at a restaurant with family. I almost didn't go. I had a weird feeling in my stomach all day, but I told myself I was being dramatic. I should have trusted my instincts. Dinner started fine small talk, laughing stories about work. Then my mom turned to me and asked the question that always leads somewhere bad. "So are you seeing anyone yet?" I told her no. Because I'm not. I'm focusing on work, on myself, on building a life that feels stable and peaceful. She smiled in that tight, light way she uses when she's disappointed. Then she said it well. "Your sister met her husband. At your age, sometimes you just have to put yourself out there." I laughed awkwardly and tried to change the subject, but she kept going. "I just don't want you to fall behind." Fall behind at my own birthday dinner. Something in my chest tightened. I tried to brush it off. I really did. But then she added, "You know, I just worry about you. Your sister has everything figured out." And everyone at the table got quiet. That silence felt louder than shouting. I could feel every year of comparisons piling up in my throat, begging to come out. So I put my fork down and asked the question I've been holding in for years. Why is everything in my life a race against her? My mom blinked, surprised. "I'm just trying to motivate you." That word motivate, that's when I finally snapped. I told her I wasn't in a race. I told her I wasn't behind. I told her my life wasn't a delayed version of my sister's timeline. I told her I was tired of feeling like my accomplishments only mattered. If they happened first, the table went silent. My voice was shaking, but I couldn't stop. I told her how every comparison made me feel smaller, how every milestone felt less special, how I stopped telling her good news because I knew it would somehow turn into a comparison. I told her I spent years feeling like the backup child. The room felt frozen. My mom looked stunned, like she'd never considered that possibility. Then she said quietly, "I didn't realize you felt that way." And something inside me broke even more, because that meant all those years she never noticed. I told her I didn't need motivation. I needed support. I needed to feel like my life was valid, even if it looked different. I told her happiness isn't a checklist. It's not marriage house baby, promotion in that order. It's peace, stability, growth, feeling proud of where you are. And for the first time in my life, I said the thing I was always afraid to say. "I need you to stop comparing me to her." My hands were shaking under the table. I thought she'd get angry, defensive, dismissive. Instead, she started crying. The rest of dinner was awkward and quiet. We hugged goodbye, but it felt different, heavy, uncertain. It's been a week she hasn't brought it up again. She still texts me like normal, but something shifted. For the first time in my life, I didn't feel guilty for speaking up. I felt relieved, like I finally stepped out of a race I never signed up for. Did I overreact by bringing this up at dinner? Should I have kept the peace instead of saying everything out loud? Have you ever felt compared to a sibling growing up? What would you have done in my place?